So tutaka chikora, if there is anything you would like to communicate, mkoraka sign, then tuaza mu.
Welcome to the Lion Sports Academy, a youth-focused soccer project operating in Ntungamo District, southwestern Uganda, aiming at changing the lives of youths through nurturing and developing their soccer talent.
My dream is professional football outside Uganda, and my role model is Sadio Mane.
With international coaching standards from our technical staff through training sessions at Chamate Stadium in Ntungamo, the initiative helps youth to acquire education through soccer-triggered scholarships and also champions physical exercises for healthy bodies through our corporate team after work and weekend workouts. Join our fun family today to become a real lion by registering for these packages to support our cause. For more, our ambassadors can tell our story, or you could as well visit us online. At Lions, we roar. We are supported by It's the year 2018. The dream of empowering children in soccer talent development started then. The dream of the Lion Sports Academy, a Ntungamo-based youth football project that nurtures and exposes young soccer talent.
My dream is to work very hard and change the family's life status that I was born from. I'm one of the young players who believe that soccer can change lives because it is the strongest weapon that unites the world.
To date, the project has united children from different backgrounds, helping them to access education through soccer talent-inspired bursaries, a move that has seen a number of them prosper in both soccer and academics. The Lion Sports Academy has seen domestic players promoted to Uganda Premier League clubs. The community prides in the Lion Sports Academy for their social corporate activities. With the waving colors of teamwork, love, and community spirit, the journey couldn't have been any easy without the strong support from our esteemed sponsors. We believe that you, them, and us can further facilitate the dream of the Lion Sports Academy.
To help me and see me soon. Together we can. At Lions we know. To help me and achieve my dream. Thank you. At Lions we roar. Lions shall keep roaring. Lions roar.
Welcome to the Lion Sports Academy, a youth-focused soccer project operating in Ntungamo District, southwestern Uganda, aiming at changing the lives of youths through nurturing and developing their soccer talent.
My dream is professional football outside Uganda, and my role model is Sadio Mane.
With international coaching standards from our technical staff through training sessions at Chamate Stadium in Ntungamo, the initiative helps youth to acquire education through soccer-triggered scholarships and also champions physical exercises for healthy bodies through our corporate team after work and weekend workouts. Join our fun family today to become a real lion by registering for these packages to support our cause. For more, our ambassadors can tell our story, or you could as well visit us online. At Lions, we roar. We are supported by
Welcome to the Lion Sports Academy press conference here in Ntungamo today, the 28th of January 2022. My name is Mohuza Brian, the General Secretary of the Lion Sports Academy here in Ntungamo at Chamate Playground. The Lion Sports Academy started in 2018 with a few students and players, and now it has grown to over 200 players. We started early in May with a few players, but then we have managed to improve our numbers to 200. All of these players can go to school, we are lucky, and we receive players from 4 to 20 years of age. So far we nurture and tap those young talents from everywhere, across Uganda, across our neighboring countries, South Sudan, Congo, Rwanda, Tanzania, and Burundi. and we hope we improve our player numbers from as far as East Africa and Central Africa and Southern Africa. So far, we have 200 players, and 75% of these young players can go to school on educational bursaries. We have our office in Tungamo where we can receive all these players for registration. We register them, take their data, get consents of their parents because they are minors. So after that, we can assemble them at the pitch, take the medical. After taking the medical, they are fully enrolled in the academy. For those players who come from far, as you have heard, Eastern Congo, Northern Uganda, Southern Sudan, all these players are accommodated at the academic camp. We have an academic camp fully facilitated to cater for young players from ages 4 at least to 10. Those have special treatment as they are minors. Then we have adult students, adult players of the academy. At least for those, they can get enough care for themselves. But for the infants, for the young players, we can do enough to make sure they are comfortable at the academy. We are progressing well because since we started, we have participated in almost every tournament for the minors that has come across. In this, we have seen our young players progress from the smaller teams, age 12, age 8, and they are progressing normally and steadily to the higher categories. That is under 15, under 17, and in the under 20 team. So far, we are currently the district under 15 champions, and we are the under 17 current champions of the district, and we are the regional champions for the under 17 category. I think that's an achievement we have attained. Elsewhere, we wish everybody to join the Lions. We thank our partners who have joined us all the time, who have been with us. And we hope to keep in touch with these partners, get the new ones so that we can progress steadily and achieve our objectives for the 2035 master plan. I hope the rest of the achievements, our targets, objectives, and the challenges will be communicated through the main speech by the main ceremony. Thank you.
Help me and see me soon. Together we can. At Lions we know to help me and achieve my dream. Thank you. At Lions we know. Lions shall keep roaring. Lions roar. To help me and see me soon. Together we can. At Lions we know to help me and achieve my dream. Thank you. At Lions we know. Lions shall keep roaring. Lions roar. To help me and see me soon. Together we can. At Lions we roar. To help me and achieve my dream. Thank you. At Lions we roar. Lions shall keep roaring. Lions roar. To help me and see me soon.
My name is Nwagaba Emmanuel, a student at NTC Kabale, pursuing out of Chambok University, Diploma in Education. And alongside this, I'm a patron, the Lion Sports Academy, Tungamo, and I'm greatly humbled and exceedingly honored to be part of this project that has enabled most of the youth to acquire education through soccer-triggered scholarships. And I'm very much privileged because I'm part of the youth who has benefited from this project. The project started 2018, and I was among the pioneers, or I was among of the youth who entered into this project, enabled me to reach where I am. So basically, I would like to inform the public about the general welfare, discipline, and health of these students, of these youth, when they are the project purposely, specifically in the camp. So we receive players like our secretary has communicated, and once we receive these players, especially these players who come from far, we accommodate them. We have spacious rooms. We have very nice camp. These players are well catered for. We make sure they have requirements that are required to be had by every player. We make sure these players are well facilitated. In this course, we provide water, electricity is there, food, and everything that is required by these players. Then about health, these players, once we receive these players, they are tested, diagnosed. In the case of any difficulty, we have partners, health partners. We make sure these players are in good conditions by diagnosing them. And in the case of any difficulty, maybe health problems, we refer these players to main hospitals for diagnosing. So basically, we don't have any problem with players who may have bad health. Again, we encourage these players to make sure they divert themselves from activities that can indulge them into bad health. In this case, we encourage them to shun away from engaging in sex, that is where they can maybe contract HIV, and we know that is a disease that can prohibit one from achieving the goals. Alongside that, we encourage these players to be well disciplined. In this case, we make sure that these players are very well catered for and modeled in a way that they are groomed gentlemen and ladies. So these players who maybe misbehave, we use some recommendable ways of how we can groom them by encouraging them, or we can give them maybe negative rewards. They can say we motivate these players who behave well or who are well disciplined, so that they can encourage others also discipline well. Basically, that is part of the camp, and that is how we bring up these players to be at the level they are. You heard, we have players who have progressed to next level, and that is how we do it, and that is the discipline. That is the way how we can do well with the discipline, and basically that is part of the camp. Otherwise, I wish you all the best, and I would encourage those people who are outside watching us live that they join the Lion Sports Academy and maybe subscribe to most of the channels, so that they can always follow us and we do well. Otherwise, I thank you very well and I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the Lion Sports Academy, a youth-focused soccer project operating in Ntungamo District, southwestern Uganda, aiming at changing the lives of youths through nurturing and developing their soccer talent.
My dream is to professional football outside Uganda, and my role model is Sadio Mane.
With international coaching standards from our technical staff through training sessions at Chamate Stadium in Ntungamo, the initiative helps youths to acquire education through soccer-triggered scholarships and also champions physical exercises for healthy bodies through our corporate team after work and weekend workouts. Join our fun family today to become a real lion by registering for these packages to support our cause. For more, our ambassadors can tell our story, or you could as well visit us online. At Lions, we roar. We are supported by It's the year 2018. The dream of empowering children in soccer talent development started then. The dream of the Lion Sports Academy, Ntungamo-based youth football project that nurtures and exposes young soccer talent.
My dream is to work very hard and change the family's life status that I was born from. I'm one of the young players who believe that soccer can change lives because it is the strongest weapon that unites the world.
To date, the project has united children from different backgrounds, helping them to access education through soccer talent-inspired bursaries, a move that has seen a number of them prosper in both soccer and academics. The Lion Sports Academy has seen domestic players promoted to Uganda Premier League clubs. The community prides in the Lion Sports Academy for their social corporate activities. With the waving colors of teamwork, love and community spirit, the journey couldn't have been any easy without the strong support from our esteemed sponsors. We believe that you, them and us can further facilitate the dream of the Lion Sports Academy.
Good afternoon, our viewers all over our social media platforms, YouTube, radio stations. I'm by the names of Coach Kawasek Isaac. I'm here representing a bunch of coaches. At Lion Sports Academy, we have 7 coaches, and amongst these 7 coaches, we have 4 coaches who are stationed or permanent, and 3 who are part-timers. Before I go far, there are certain things I'm supposed to look at. First is how we train these kids, the objective of our training sessions, the academic philosophy. The coaches that are training under the Lion Sports Academy, most of them are professionals, but they have chosen sports. The first one is Mr. Sando Olise, who happens to be a banker, but is also a part-time coach at Lion Sports Academy. We have Coach Kabahima, who happens to be the DFA chairperson of Ntungamo district, but is also a coach. We have Coach Kenya Kelvin, who is a professional journalism, is a full-time coach at Lion Sports Academy. We have Coach Robert Omoni Kawa, is at CAF-C, is a professional coach. We have Kiza Sharif Papa at CAF-B. At CAF-D, we have Coach Ronald Alonso, who happens to be the CEO, but is also a qualified coach. And lastly, we have Coach Kawasek Isaac, the one talking, who is a professional secondary school teacher at the same time CAF-D. The first question is how our training sessions. We train under categories. We have 4 categories in this case. That is under 10, under 12, under 14, stroke 15, and under 17. We look at the physicality of a player and we develop ability accordingly, technically and tactically. We prepare the kid mentally. This is the psychological part of it. Some of our kids have different mental fitness. We find the kid is at the pitch, but the mind is somewhere. So that's the first thing we look at as coaches. Then we have well-prepared training sessions. This is a norm at the Lion Sports Academy that every coach you have to prepare your training session before you start training. Then we look at the attitude of the player, basing on the idea of fair play. What are the objectives of this? The first objective is bringing out the best sportsmanship. You have been informed, and you will be still informed by the main speaker, that we have produced players at national level. This has not started now, and it's not going to stop now. This is because of the objectives we have as the coaching staff. Then we develop a complete player in terms of discipline. Discipline is paramount at Lion Sports Academy. The education. One of the criteria of playing for Lion Sports Academy, you have to be a school-going student. Even when you're not going to school, we find ways how we can take you back to school and study. That is the education part of it. The social life of a player. Then the technical and tactical abilities to prepare him for a professional career. You can't send a player at national level when he's not professionally prepared. So we do that as coaches at Lion Sports Academy. Then we develop the 4 components of the game. The first component is the technique of an individual. That's what we look at. We look at the tactical part of it. The third part we look at is the physicality. And lastly, we look at the psychology. Then the academy philosophy. Most teams around Uganda, they don't have a philosophy. Lion Sports Academy has a philosophy. And philosophy, in simple terms, it means belief or faith. So as an academy, Lion Sports, we have faith in something. So our philosophy as the academy is the tic-tac play of football. Now someone is asking himself, what is tic-tac? Tic-tac is a Spanish style of playing football. It is believed to have been introduced by Johan Cruyff, who was a coach of Barcelona. So the characteristics of tic-tac. Some of you must have seen Lions Sports Academy play, and you have seen them playing short passes and movements. Working, passing the ball through various channels, and then lastly maintaining possession. Those are some of the characteristics of tic-tac, and if you have seen Lions play, that is the kind of football they play. It is all started by the coaching staff. How do we use the objectives to nurture and develop talents? First, we have training sessions planned according to our philosophy. Secondly, starting from under 10 age category to under 17, we encourage our players to train according to what the coach tells them to do. If you're a player of Lion Sports Academy, you have to train what the coach tells you to do, not what you think is good. Because at the end of the day, this is an academy. A certain club is going to come for a player, but you'll find a player does not listen to the coaches. So the bad name will come back to the academy. Then, this is a note. Whenever we train a kid, we make sure he or she is ready to learn. Is ready to learn on that particular training session. What do I imply here? Here I imply that you may find a kid has come from home, he has not taken anything, and you're forcing him to train. You're forcing him to run. So we make sure that when you train up when you are ready. So at Lion Sports Academy, we believe that football can take us far. And because of that belief, we ask you to continue supporting the academy and bring children so that they can learn football. Allow me to rest my case. Thank you.
Welcome to the Lion Sports Academy, a youth-focused soccer project operating in Ntungamo District, southwestern Uganda, aiming at changing the lives of youths through nurturing and developing their soccer talent.
My dream is to professional football outside Uganda, and my role model is Sadio Mane.
With international coaching standards from our technical staff through training sessions at Chamate Stadium in Ntungamo, the initiative helps youth to acquire education through soccer-triggered scholarships and also champions physical exercises for healthy bodies through our corporate team after work and weekend workouts. Join our fun family today to become a real lion by registering for these packages to support our cause. For more, our ambassadors can tell our story, or you could as well visit us online. At Lions, we roar. We are supported by It's the year 2018. The dream of empowering children in soccer talent development started then. The dream of the Lion Sports Academy, a Ntungamo-based youth football project that nurtures and exposes young soccer talent.
My dream is to work very hard and change the family's life status that has gone from. I'm one of the young players who believe that soccer can change lives because it is the strongest weapon that unites the world.
To date, the project has united children from different backgrounds, helping them to access education through soccer talent-inspired bursaries, a move that has seen a number of them prosper in both soccer and academics. The Lion Sports Academy has seen domestic players promoted to Uganda Premier League clubs. The community prides in the Lion Sports Academy for their social corporate activities. With the waving colors of teamwork, love, and community spirit, the journey couldn't have been any easy without the strong support from our esteemed sponsors. We believe that you, them, and us can further facilitate the dream of the Lion Sports Academy.
A very good afternoon, everyone watching us live and the members. I'm Emmanuel Hamilton. I'm the Public Relations Officer, the PRO of the sports person, the Academy. Lion Sports Academy, for the very first time in history, we are holding our press conference. And this press conference is all about talking about the journey we've moved since we started in 2018 May. It's been a journey that's been full of the successes, the ups and downs, and particularly we are most proud for the years we've existed now and the achievements we've managed to achieve. Now, one, Lion Sports Academy started with the main core objective of helping underprivileged children from those families that cannot manage, and that was our main target starting this academy. Secondly, the academy had also another aim of having an impact in the society where we are operating from. So we had that dream of putting a brake on the development of our nation. It's us that can transform our societies, and we thought it wise that we can start this using the soccer. Soccer is a tool that can transform the society, regardless of where you belong in the political background, the religious background, our different tribes that we come from. It's something that combines all of us, regardless of our background. So this soccer, most of the people despise it and think it's a waste of time. But for people who are involved, at least they know that soccer is far beyond what they think of. So we started it, and we started, like, you know, everyone how we start. When you start, the start is always hard. Not until you start, it's when you feel the depth of what you're going to start. You cannot know the depth of water when you've not stepped in. It's when you know that it's deep or maybe it's shallow. So we started, and we had around 11 kids starting. But you know, like for the society, when you're starting, most of the people will take you serious. Other people will think like it's a hoax. We think you're doing something that is not serious. So we thank God for these years we've existed. At least we've shown the community our main aim, and they still now believe to us. And those people who had not believed in us when we are starting, they also picked an interest, and we are now working with everybody. And we must say, at least everyone counts on us for whatever it is we've done in our community. Now, the students that we started with, we had a plan of starting with those children who are interested in schooling. If you're not interested in schooling, we would not accommodate you. So now, those that we started with, at least they got a chance of having the bursaries, full bursaries, and half bursaries. And as I talk, we have like 75% of our children on bursaries. They are schooling. Those are the children who had dropped out of school. They never managed with the help of their parents. But through Lion Sports Academy, at least those children, they have where they are now. Now, another thing as an academy, we also managed to have a top player in the topmost league of Uganda, the Uganda Premier League, UPL. Kakaire Davis is at UPDF and is playing on that team, also having the prospects or the thinking that in the near future, you never know, might also produce a national player on a national team, which is also possible, because at least we've seen that once you believe and you work according to your belief, you must achieve. So at least that one, we are very sure. Another thing, we started this academy when we only had boys. But later on, there are some parents also asked to have some section of girls. But of course, you cannot start two things concurrent and you manage. So we said, no, let's first drive one thing. You never know. When we reach, then we shall also incorporate the ladies. So now, we had one lady that was training with our boys at Chivon. Now he's at Toro Queens. That team plays in Uganda Women Elite League, the second biggest league or second topmost league in Uganda. So that one follows the Women Super League. So now when you complete it, like maybe when one change it in our local football of boys, it's like the big league of girls. So it's where she plays. And she also got the full bursary with the King of Kings in Fort Portal. She is on free education. So now when you know, like parents who are watching us, and most of you are here who are parents, if someone touches on your kid, it means that person has touched your heart. So I feel like the parents also see that where we're going, at least we have a bright future when we continue with a focused mind, and which we are also driving. But of course, we also have the people who are supporting us. We cannot fail to mention them. Sub-General Hardware, those people are helping us. Joshua Electronics, they're helping us. And Abaya Fetch Pharmacy, those people are helping us realize our dreams. Then the parents, we also welcome you. And they also appreciate your work. But all in all, we also call upon the community to come and you also give your hand. There are some people who are helping. We must also thank the Chief Executive Office of Uganda Civil Aviation Authority. Our very own Mr. Fred Bongesi Kanyagoga has also put in some effort giving us uniforms and the balls, and some other people can also come in because this is a big project that needs more funding. We need means of transport. So it's a lot that we still need to do. But for how far we've gone, at least we believe we can still reach when we all combine with this project. I thank you very much. I'm Emmanuel with the DRO.
To help me and see me soon. Together we can, at Lions we know. To help me and achieve my dream. Thank you at Lions we know.
Lions shall keep roaring. Lions roar.
To help me and see me soon. Together we can, at Lions we know. To help me and achieve my dream. Thank you at Lions we know.
Lions shall keep roaring. Lions roar.
To help me and see me soon. Together we can, at Lions we know. To help me and achieve my dream. Thank you at Lions we know.
Lions shall keep roaring. Lions roar.
To help me and see me soon. Together we can, at Lions.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Edward Natamba, one of the partners of this conference, press conference. And I want to welcome, add my voice to welcome all of you who have come for this event, both in the hall, those ones on online, globally and internationally. I want to thank the Lions Sports Academy for this move, which we all believe in, that we can make our country better through sports. I'm here on behalf of the partners of the Lions Sports Academy, And I want to really take this opportunity to thank all those that have come in to support this event. And as other speakers have said, we still need more support, because there is a dream that the Lion Sports Academy is really targeting to achieve. And I want to call upon all of us, both in the country and outside the country of Uganda, to make sure that we come in and support this young generation. As I said, I'm Edward Natamba, Executive Director of Southwestern Institute for Policy and Advocacy, SOWIPA, which we all know in Ntungamo here. It's a citizenry-driven NGO, and our target, our vision is really an empowered community that can demand good policies that can build a young generation that is really helpful in the development of the country. Our offices are actually located behind Trek Savannah Hotel on Chamarunji Road, if you want to find us. We did come alone, but we also have more partners, around 11, and I want to take you through these gentlemen and ladies who have come in support. The first one is MJ Electronical Shop in Mbarara. These are located along Garage Street in Mbarara, in Mbarara City. The second one is MD Printer. This business deals in printing, large format printing and general branding, and they are located on Nasa Road in Kampala. We thank you very much for coming in to support this event. The third one is DChem Technologies. These are also dealing in printing, printer consumables, stationery, and you can find them in Ntungamo town on White House, just opposite here at Centenary Bank, opposite Centenary Bank. Another partner is Toro Queens. These lives in ladies football, and they are found in Fort Portal Tourism City in Kabarole district. More so, we have hotel trendies. We have been actually enjoying from these hotels. We know them, and hotel trendies. Thank you very much. For those who don't know, hotel trendies, it is in Ntungamo town as you branch off to Embassy Tours. And then, not forgetting Elegant Motel, which is on Mbarara Cavalry Road, just like 200 meters from town as you go to Mbarara from Ntungamo town. We have also Ntungamo Development Savings and Credit Cooperative Society. This deals in financial services. Thank you so much for coming in to support this event, and people appreciate your services. And lastly, we have Chicago Stars Sports Academy. These are based in Kampala. They have really put a lot of effort to make sure that this event is successful. I don't have much to say, but I wanted to present to you these partners. So allow me to end there, but calling upon any other person that is there. You know that sports is can be watched globally everywhere. And when a child grows playing sports, as the other speakers were saying, they can expose their talents, and they also become very disciplined. We don't see a lot of indisciplined people in sports. So let's join hands, let's support the Lion Sports Academy and achieve more, and also contribute to the development of this country. I thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.
It's the year 2018. The dream of empowering children in soccer talent development started then. The dream of the Lion Sports Academy, a Ntungamo-based youth football project that nurtures and exposes young soccer talent.
My dream is to work very hard and change the family's life status that has gone from. I'm one of the young players who believe that soccer can change lives because it is the strongest weapon that unites the world.
To date, the project has united children from different backgrounds, helping them to access education through soccer talent-inspired bursaries, a move that has seen a number of them prosper in both soccer and academics. The Lion Sports Academy has seen domestic players promoted to Uganda Premier League clubs, the community prides in the Lion Sports Academy for their social corporate activities. With the waving colors of teamwork, love, and community spirit, the journey couldn't have been any easy without the strong support from our esteemed sponsors. We believe that you, them, and us can further facilitate the dream of the Lion Sports Academy.
Help me and see me soon. Together we can. At Lions we know. To help me and achieve my dream. Thank you. At Lions we know.
Lions shall keep roaring. Lions roar.
To help me and see me soon. Together we can. At Lions we know.
It's the year 2018. The dream of empowering children in soccer talent development started then. The dream of the Lion Sports Academy, Ntungamo-based youth football project that nurtures and exposes young soccer talent.
My dream is to work very hard and change the family's life status that I was born from. I'm one of the young players who believe that soccer can change lives because it is the strongest weapon that unites the world.
To date, the project has united children from different backgrounds, helping them to access education through soccer talent-inspired bursaries, a move that has seen a number of them prosper in both soccer and academics. The Lion Sports Academy has seen domestic players promoted to Uganda Premier League clubs. The community prides in the Lion Sports Academy for their social corporate activities. With the waving colors of teamwork, love, and community spirit, the journey couldn't have been any easy without the strong support from our esteemed sponsors. We believe that you, them, and us can further facilitate the dream of the Lion Sports Academy.
I welcome everyone that is here for our press conference. I'm called Alonso. I'm the CEO of the Lion Sports Academy, and I'm one of the founders of this very project. I take the pleasure and opportunity to welcome everyone who has managed to come here, and everyone who is watching us live, and other people who are listening on the radios, because we are live on the radio station, Bessel FM 98.4. I want to thank the management of the Lion Sports Academy, like we have had them before, how they have explained everything. I want to thank the coaches, my Secretary General, the PR section, the ambassadors, the parents that are here. I'm so grateful to see you around, and the partners at large. I'm going to basically take you through what is the Lion Sports Academy. Very many people have been hearing about the Lion Sports Academy, but they don't know how we started. I'm going to give you a brief profile of who we are, because the Lions seems to be something that is growing so fast in the whole country. It is the reason we have arranged this press conference, because when we don't arrange this conference, people will keep on, because we want more funds. The only way we can get more people to join us is when people have understood what we are doing. Which are the Lions? Who are the Lions? What are they doing? And here we are. About us, the Lion Sports Academy is a youth football project that taps, nurtures, and develops young talents from the ground. Our major objective is to use the soccer sport to positively impact the lives of the youth in our community. This project started in 2018, 5th May, with core values of reaching out to communities for social responsibilities, to empower and help the youth who have the potential to make it through playing football. Most of the people think that when we started the academy, they thought it is only football, but ours has been beyond that. It is the reason we are growing so fast, because we are reaching out to the communities to look out for those people who have the potential to make it, but by using a soccer ball. We have the children of ages 4 to 20 years benefiting in our programs and getting all the basics for nurturing to becoming responsible citizens. Like the General Secretary has had earlier said, we recruit from 4 years, 20 years, and it is the reason why we are teaching all these kids all the basics of life. Our core objectives, why did we start this academy? What gave us that strength to make sure that we put this project? Because we were the first project in this district, and basically a few of those in the region. One is to use a soccer as a vehicle for social change among the youth in our community, since it is the only world's biggest weapon to unite all categories of people. Like the video you were watching, there is a young kid called Ilibiola Prospect. For him, he's just aged 9 years, but he believes that it is only soccer, it is only football that can bring all kinds of people together, regardless of the political parties, regardless of the culture, regardless of the race, regardless of everything, but we come together. So we use the soccer ball to make sure that we connect all the children into one unit. We also tap, develop and promote young talents from the ground to professional levels. Our objective also is to make sure that we produce those talents and expose them. The number 3, one of the core values, is to gather thousands of youth from different areas, culture and family backgrounds for a common goal of sportsmanship. For example, during the COVID lockdown, we helped very many youth. Many of the youth in this community and outside the community, we helped them so much because they came and trained football, and this stopped them from contracting AIDS, going into antisocial activities that would bring chaos and immorality in the community. Our vision is to become the leading soccer project in East Africa and its surroundings by 2035. We still have 15 years to play, we still have 15 years to go, but we cannot go alone. It is you people who are watching us, it is you people who are here, it is you the leaders, it is you the stakeholders to make us reach the dream. We are only 4 years, and we hope by the next 15 years, we will be a big thing in our country. Our mission is to nurture, develop and promote talents, professional levels. Our dream is to see a player playing for Arsenal, playing for Liverpool, playing for Mamelodi Sundowns, playing for Barcelona. That is why we are working. But we not produce such kind of players. You must have the structures on the ground. And by having this place, it is one of the structures. Our executive committee, if I can give you through, I'm called Ronald Alonso, the CEO so far. And we have Dr. Yake Basulila, is the director of this academy. We have Mr. Abedebe Asaf, is the chairman of this academy. We have Mr. Ankwasa Philip, who happens to be the vice chairperson of the project. We have Mr. Mkumba Zablian Flamingo, is the general secretary, and he was here. We have Mr. Alito Emmanuel, who is the PRO, who gives the relations. We have Mr. Boetere Alex, and is the head of sponsors. Like the other speakers have said, we have a bunch of sponsors, and Mr. Boetere Alex, the head of sponsors, who happens to have Joshua Electronics here in Itungamo. We gave him this responsibility because he manages that he can. You know, in football, and especially in sports projects, we appoint people who are passionate and who are responsible, who are ready to do some kind of work. We have Mr. Tinimwewa Gordon, who happens to be the chairperson for Parents Committee, because as the parents every year they sit and appoint the people to lead in their committee. We have Mrs. Akampira Iflin, who is the head of ambassadors. We have a couple of ambassadors that are around. We have Miss Asiat Nakwasa. We have Ms. Karunji Zura. We have very many people. So, but Akampira Iflin heads the ambassador state. One of our achievements since we started, it is on education. Like I told you, ours is beyond soccer. On the education system, since our start, so far 75% of the young children have benefited from our academy by getting free education opportunities from our partner schools. I can confidently say that 75% and more have benefited because the parents who are here, they are the witnesses. Their children are in good schools and they are studying, just purposely because of the talent. For example, in last year's PLE results, out of 14 children who were on bursaries of football, who sat for the exams, our 11 players scored first grade from different partner schools. And I would ask the camera to put these pupils who got the first grade. They are there. Some of these children had dropped from schools due to poor background, and that is what Lions does. After knowing that they had dropped, we had to make sure that because they are talented, we need to put them back into schools. Example of the schools that we are partnering with, we have Mother Care Primary School, it is here in Intungamo. We have Chamate Model Primary School, it is also in Intungamo. We have Mutira High School, that is also in Intungamo. We have Green Valley Primary School in Shema. We have Malala High School, that is in Malala. We have Rogers Mtiana, that is in Mtiana in Kampala. St. Jude SS Masaka, Ducks and Doves Kampala, and many others. We have very many partner schools ranging from 1 to 15 and more. Through this education scheme, our youth have become more fruitful to the community than before, because when they are not at school, they are engaged in our programs. Hence, no time for moral acts like drug abuse, smoking, alcohol, and sex abuse. Definitely, a community that is educated must be progressing and developing. That is why we have managed to make sure that we are different from other soccer projects to maintain and make sure that education is the first priority at Lions. Most people, when we started, they thought that we are going to waste their children, that we give them only, because they are the Western culture, they think football is a waste. They think football is for the people who don't have knowledge. They think football generally is a waste. But at Lions, it is a different story. That's why these kids can smile. That's why these kids can give a testimony where they are. On the partnerships, as part of the achievements, last year in 2021, we got the first partner, SAP General Hardware, as the official partner. Those who are having our uniforms and the t-shirts, you are seeing him as the golden part. We got him in 2021, and we have a contract of 3 years that is expiring next year in 2023. Then in August, we also added Joshua Electronics, who happens also to have a contract of 3 years, and we are marketing with him. And in October, we added Bioveterinary Service, who happens to give us also a partnership. This shows the level at which our project is on the rise and impacting the community than other projects. We also have other partner business entities that give us non-cash support and are part of our great work. We thank everyone, especially the partners who are partnered with us in this press conference, the likes of Bessel Radio and other partners, like the head of partners had suggested before. We have managed to promote players from our academy to different established clubs in and outside Uganda within our 4 years of existence. Sugayasi, who successfully passed trials to join Asset Soccer Malawi and is currently in Uguru in March 2021. Kakae Davis is now officially a UPDF player, a top league club that plays in the Uganda Premier League, the Monster Tire Group. We also have Atwile Shivon, who recently, this is a female, this is a lady, who recently joined Tolo Queens, and Tolo Queens plays in the FUFA Women League. So this is the amazing work we are doing, and we don't regret why we started. In 2020, FIFA under a new technical director, Arsene Wenger, who was former at Arsenal head coach, he brought the program of the talent development program, and we were lucky, we were selected by FIFA through FIFA to be among the best 13 leading soccer academies in Uganda that took part in that program. So we want to thank FIFA, we want to thank FIFA, we want to thank CAF for the good programs that they are giving us to the youth, the good development programs that they are building for the game. On this, I want to thank the Youth Football Development Director, Mr. Bashir Mutiaba, who has done all it takes to make sure that this football is growing day by day. In this, I also take the pleasure to thank the newly elected chairman, UIFA, Mr. Robert Chwanika, who's doing everything to make sure that we have the system and we always monitor and do transfers of our young players. We have participated in different tournaments and emerged as winners, others not winners, but at least we have done our best. We are the current district under 17 champions of Tungamo. We are the current under 15 champions of the district. We are the current under 15 regional champions. We are the current champions of the under 20 of the Western region. So far, that is what we have done, especially in tournaments and playing. However, according to how I've told you the story, how we have started, where we have come from, we cannot fail to meet the challenges. And it is the reason why we are here talking to you, the world, to know what we are doing and what we are going to do. The first challenge is the transport problem. Because we are dealing with talents that must be exposed to different areas, we spend too much money in hiring transport means for our children to play far and distant tournaments or games for exposure. Our role is to expose, because when we develop and tap these talents and we don't expose them, then we will not have done any work. These kids must travel and play, but in traveling, we don't have our own vehicle that can take these kids. So we have found this one as a very big hit that is making us delay on the way. Lack of enough training equipments, because of the ever-increasing number of children every holiday in our training programs, we have gone out of equipments like balls, nets, uniforms, hurdles, and other related equipments during our training sessions. We are doing our best, but we still need more of what we have to produce the quality we are intending to. Lack of enough funds to run the academy. People and everyone watching us, football is a very expensive venture that one invests in for a long time to benefit something. This has not attracted many individuals to help us with funds, as this is a long-term project that is based on passion. The academy project needs good funding because we have sometimes missed opportunities of our children going abroad for trials due to lack of money for the process of passports, visa, and ABCD. So good funding will help us to acquire good and quality coaches and personnel to help the academy. So we ask everyone to make sure that he has come on board, because this is the academy for you people, this is the academy for you, the community, and your very children. However, we have met these challenges. We have tried as an academy to put some solutions. After the board and executive sat, we decided to do some of the following to ease on the challenges. The academy project is in the Costa Bus fundraising campaign to buy its own transport means. This campaign kicked off last year in April and was intended to reach out to government officials, institutions, private companies, individuals, and other related projects to help donate and contribute towards this. This bus will solve the transport problem and also be a source of income to the project. It will as well help the community to use it as the means of the transport for their programs, a source of funds to the academy. This bus, like we are saying, is not only going to be only for transport. When we are not operating, like now when kids are at school, it is going to help the community by taking by doing their roles. And in return, they can give some small money that can be on the academy account. Hence, to ease on the lack of funds. By using our own bus after acquiring it as a source of income, we hope to buy the academy land that we will set our home, and this will reduce on the rent expenses in during our training programs. Our intention is to build a home for these children so as everyone can settle and show his talent without worry. At the moment, like the patron has told you, we always hire where these kids stay during holidays, and this is very expensive for us. But because we want to have our home, we know when we get this bus, the income that can come from there, we can save it and add some money and buy our own home. We have laid strategies to meet government institutions to help us on our program, since this helps the future generation of the nation. So we ask the government, we ask the companies, the corporate companies, the private businesses and the individuals to come together and make sure that they are with us. When you hear about Lions, when you see about Lions, you know that it is a community entity that does for everyone. One of the future plans that we have big is we want to construct the academy home in the next 5 years, like mentioned above. We are developing a football club from an academy, since the boys we have nurtured have now grown and ready to get exposure. Finally, we can answer your worries, we can answer your questions, because this is what has been people asking every day. We as a project, we started with our objectives, we started with our mission. People have been acquiring us to start a football club, but we couldn't start because we have been young. Now, we think by 4 years, our children whom we started with have now grown up. And by growing up, we have promoted some of the players to some other clubs, but we will not produce players every year. We will not take these players to different clubs every year. What we need is, we will expose those who are more ready, and we keep, and we have those who are yet to get ready, but in a football manner, in a football state. So, I can officially and confidently say that this year, the Lions Sports Academy is going to develop a football club known as FC Lions Tungamo. So we ask everyone, and thank you so much for the support, because ever since 2020, we have been asking for this. But this is the club, it is not for an individual, it is going to be for the community. Because Lions have built the blood, because Lions have proven to be a soccer project, we have used the name Lions because people know it, and we have used the Tungamo to show you that it is a community club. This is not a club for an individual, it is your club. We are giving out, after the press conference, we will call you individuals, we will call you people who want to be part of it. We will tell you the system and the format. A community club always have its systems, the way it operates. We have the fund section, we have the board members, we have the committee members, and ABCD like we will be telling you. So, tell your friend that finally, FC Lions Tungamo is on, and it is for the people, and it has been developed from an academy. We will yet announce everything as how the club will operate. But basically, this club will remain in the structure of the academy. The offices will remain the same, and some of the structures will remain the same, but it is going to be a football club. After settling out a home for the children, the project is intending to open an academy school that will officially prioritize to sports and education in our own setup, hence being one of the best academies in Africa by close 2025. Like we told you at first, that education is first. Now, after having more 1,000 kids that we have nurtured and others coming, our dream is to start a soccer school. Like the way you see El Cambio, like the way you see Rays of Grace, like the way you see Barcelona School of Excellence. That's what we want. You know, your kid is in academy, is in the school. After classes, he goes into the same system, he goes into the training system of our club. Thank you so much, and I call upon everyone to make sure that Lions where it is for the people. Maybe for those who want to know our offices, we are located in Tunga Municipality along Tax Park. That's where our offices are. And our offices are always open from Monday to Friday, from 9 to 5. I thank you very much. I thank the people who are on the camera, Deep Tech Solutions Hub, 8TV, Empowerment Using Technology, located in Balala. You have done so well. And I want to appreciate everyone who are watching us live, that this is the start. Don't get worried, don't get stressed. This is how Lions should do. Because we prioritize on professionalism. And this is one of the ways to make sure that we have alerted you, to tell you how far we have gone and where we are heading. We ask you for support whenever you are called upon. And until next time, we meet. At Lions, we roll. Thank you so much. Let me answer some questions before we receive our guests for like 2 minutes. We are going to entertain one of the place, the people who have attended this conference. Make sure you ask some questions as we reply you back in a moment. Let me allow our PRO to take this control and entertain the questions, then we can answer them. Meanwhile, we have our t-shirts that are on market. Those who have come for the press conference, you can buy our t-shirts at only 40,000 and buy our books of what I've said here. It is at 5,000. So you can take them and read more of what we have talked about. Thank you so much. So let me allow the PRO to take some questions.
Okay, good afternoon once again. We are going to be taking some of the questions from the people who would like to ask anything about this project. And if you are there, you feel like asking any question, I shall be giving you an opportunity. Then you ask a question, and you will get answered right away. Yes, I'm seeing you, Ronald Binyere.
Good morning, members. I'm Ronald Mark Binyere from the town, Tunga Municipality. I'm happy hearing or getting this voice from Lion Sports Academy. And my question goes, what does it take to have our kids in this sports academy? Because we've not got that information.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Ronald, for your question. Any other person who would like to ask a question, we can take and up some of them, then we answer at the end those questions. Another person. Okay, maybe I will start off with this question of Mr. Ronald. If you are interested, you are a parent, you have your kid, you want that kid to join us, the criteria is very simple. One, you come and visit our office. You've been told that our office is near Tax Park, down in town. So you come and visit our office. There is always a person who works in that office. We give you all the details. The secretary is always there. We give you a copy of requirements, and your kid joins the academy right away. And again, if you feel like maybe you are far away from joining us, we all have our contacts. You can call us on 0702 82 86 98 or 0789 60 75 78. Or you can as well contact us on 0774 95 55 28. So from there, you can get to know what is all about Lions and how your kid can join us. I think that question has been answered well. Mr. Edward.
Yeah, thank you very much, PRO. Once again, I'm Edward Natamba, and I was head of partners. My question goes to CEO. He talked about the fundraising drive, about the transport means, which we take as very, very important, because being children, we know that they need to reach in time, come back in time. So, as the CEO said, about the fundraising, I wanted to know how far you have gone as an academy. And to me, of course, I got information because I received information from the academy about the bank account number. I would also like to know from you, beyond Uganda, how can other people join us? I know the whole world is watching, and if we can get sponsors from abroad, that would be a very big push. So what means do you have to make sure that even people beyond Uganda can contribute to our bus? Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Edward Natamba, the director of SOWIPA, one of the partners of the press conference. Like I told you, last year we started a campaign of fundraising for this bus. We started it in April 31st, and we remember it was also live and public. When we had started, it was a progress. Everything was going on very well until when the COVID lockdown came in. We had over pledges of 23 millions from government officials, schools, partners, individuals, and ABCD. Before June, the President of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, under the Minister of Health guidelines, decided to lock the country such that we be back like the way we are now. Obvious, it was, we couldn't go further, especially to the people who had promised us those funds, because our target was to keep until the end of the year. We had stopped, such that the economy can stabilize again. And it was since then that the President of Uganda opened the free economy of recent. So, as an academy, the program is still on, but we are giving it a good time such that the economy, the business partners, the companies and the projects recover what was lost last year. So when the fundraising drive is back, we are going definitely to inform you like the way we have been doing it. And so far, like you are asking, the only way we can get people, funders from outside, it is the reason why we have put this press conference, such that the companies, partners, and the people who have the access to bring to those organizations, we are ready. But as an academy, we are also trying our level best through our media platforms to advertise, market, and look for these partners. But we ask the whole country, the whole world, that whoever is watching, whoever knows the work, the amazing work we are doing, it is your responsibility, it is my responsibility, it is our responsibility to make the dream come true. Thank you so much.
Another person who would like, Madame Pasco. Joyce Pasco.
Ebalesebo, amazina gange Manitari Pasco, kandi ndi omuzire Lions Sports Academy. Ikibuzo cyanjye nahurira twino umwana w'umwishiki ari kuzana mutimu kunga abazire ntwenda kureta abana babishya kuba tubine nkabo kutwaresera abozo mukabakora nk'umurimo murungi atufuna mu kitwa abazire abana babishya bo mbimiye purani ninga se nabone bakuza mbajoyininga babone bazana n'abasigaza nkuko kwatuye nabo nicyo cyo kibuzo cyanjye mwe bari munonga.
Okay, thank you very much. That question goes to the CEO to answer that. Another person who would like to ask any question? CEO can be answered by that. Then we'll get another question.
Yeah, thank you. The question for this lady, who happens to be a parent, who's the parent of the captain of under 12? Yes, Atwile Shivon, who has just joined Toro Queens, has been our player. Meaning, we have been recruiting both boys and girls. However, we are still on the regulation, especially on girls football, because you know what it takes for girls care. Because we are young and we are still putting on some structures on ground, girls, we are very limited. But our plan, like you are seeing, every year we grow, we keep getting on the structures. And for example, for this year, we have been with 12 girls of only under 10, except Shivon and Ivas, who were a bit older than them. Reason, we want to start with young girls who cannot give us the task to keep them, maybe to look for them where to sleep, like the welfare we do for boys. Our structure has not been well structured first, and we are still growing. And you know, for a project to grow, the structure must be steadily growing. And you should not mix most of the things for you to prosper and develop. But we want to assure you that with this year and next year and other years, we will keep on slowly at our pace until we accommodate all types of girls. But at the moment, we only allow girls who are below 12 years of age for our training sessions. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. CEO. I worked following a live. Ekikankigambo muri yankwe. Amuna agira abana abanyasa imyaka 12 babishiki. Ngo tukisha kuba twakira. Umwana wariza imyaka 12 ngo tubasuka mwakira kuba abishyaho baba mugere barebe imyaka yetu. Another person, Madam Asiat, your question.
Thank you, Honorable. I'm Asiat Daniels, and I'm the ambassador of Lions Sports Academy. My question is, you are saying that you allow girls below 12 years. Where will they be staying? Will they be staying with boys, or they will be going back home? What if I'm from far, like I'm from Barara? Will I be coming for training, then I go back in the evening? Thank you.
Thank you so much. Another person would like to ask also. Just feel free to ask any question you feel like you want to answer. Any question?
Thank you so much, Thank you so much, Ambassador, for this question. Like I told you, the structure for now allows us only to allow girls who are coming from near. But like I told you, as the structure is growing and developing, we will come to that by harboring and making the settlement or accommodation for girls. But for now, the academy receives the girls of below 12 years who are only coming from nearby without staying in our boys' camp. Thank you so much.
Okay, I think you've got a vivid answer for your question. Are you satisfied with your answer? All right. So another person would also ask any question. Yes, Sebo.
Thank you very much for the given. I would like to understand whether, because the academy, the name of the academy says the Lion Sports Academy. I wanted to know whether you specialize only in football or there are other sports that you run other children.
Thank you. Thank you. Any question? Any other question? We are still entertaining the questions from new members. Okay. To answer maybe that question, we are doing mainly football, that is soccer, but mainly for boys. And when we are talking about other events, like other sports events, we are not into that, like the netball, the volleyball, other games, you know them. We are not mainly into that. Our aim is using the soccer ball to change the lives of underprivileged. Of course, that is our main target. So we are not also doing the other stuff that you also want us to do. Mainly we are focused on that. Thank you. Another question. Yes, Mr. Bagambi.
Kama majizuara Sports Academy. Ahora Mr. CEO hapo jiratina nafuko gaokera military academy. Achini kwenda kumanya. Naza kuri separate ngetureyo ka oneza kumanya nabana gatoli.
Thank you. Babare. Another question also. Madam Asiat. Is there another question?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has talked about the FC Lions in Tungamo. Because what I know about Tungamo, we don't have like third division FC, like big league, super league as they fall. Because there is first division, third division, then you go to big league. What I want to know, is the club just to be there like boys playing there for fun, or you are going for third division or first division, then you go to third division and to the big league? Can you enlighten me about that?
Yeah. I will answer it. One, our aim of starting a club. You know, when you're to go the level of playing the Western Region League, that is 5th division, you must have played 4th division. So that is the level we shall start on. We shall register and play 4th division. From there, we go to 5th division. So when you play 5th division, then you also play qualifying to go in the big league. So our target is not stopping here. By the way, most people think our targets are very near, but we are seeing so far that we also aim at achieving to the maximum. So our target is also going higher, and maybe we reach at a level playing in the topmost league, the Uganda Premier League. So it's not a matter of time. Everything we give it time, and we know we shall reach by time. Thank you. Another question was for Bagambi. Was also asking whether those people who will be playing in Lions FC shall also be staying with these kids. You know, for that, we shall also have a separate accommodation, because at our ages, like some of people who have already matured, we are in the 20s, we are in the 30s. You know, it's very hard making such a people also stay with the kids. So we would also have a separate accommodation for those aged players. So that maybe they stay alone and the kids stay alone, because we feel how the kids need that comfort. You know, the kids will not be so comfortable staying with those old people, and maybe that one also have a plan for it, but we shall also accommodate them separately from the kids. That's how we shall also organize them. Another question. Okay, thank you so much for your questions and for the concern and for turning up. So we are so much humbled for your love, for your passionate support, and for always being there for us. We know without you, we cannot go anywhere. And for your support, we must also promise you and pledge that we are going to remain focused, and we shall achieve everything that we intended to achieve and within our means. Another thing, we also like to ask to thank those people who are watching us live. You're listening to us on radio, Bethel FM. You are also getting us live on online TVs. We would like to ask those people that we've started partnering with to keep with us. You people, you are our own. Mr. Edward, the Executive Director of SOWIPA, and other partners that we had. You guys, we are asking you that you keep with us. Because for our growth, we need you. And we know we cannot grow alone without you. So we still need your support. And those people who will be also out there also need to support us. This is a project for the community. Most of us, we might even feel like we've already done something for the community. Then we can also feel like, you know what, other people come in and do your project, because this is a project for the community. So we need to have that mind of having the community projects that stay for long. You know, we always emulate the Indians, the Asians, how they do their things. We do project that is going to stay for our children and the children of our children. That is what we are aiming at. Thank you so much. Once again, good afternoon.
Okay, thank you so much, PRO. Let me take this opportunity to invite our guest today, Mr. Sunday Michael Olise, and he's going to give his introduction and address the public. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, CEO, Lion Sports Academy. My name is Sunday Michael Olise, and a true fan of Lion Sports Academy. I'm so grateful to be here this time. I'm so grateful to be live, and I thank you for being here. Thank you for ordering invitations. And today, 28th January 2022, marks the day that the Lions will settle to its destination. If I go further, allow me to thank the coaches who are doing the tremendous work to make the Lions shine. Allow me to thank the ambassadors of Lions for marketing it. Allow me to thank the sponsors for the work you're doing towards the Lions targets achievements that it's heading to achieve. Allow me to thank even the all well-wishers who are contributing the Costa, who are coming from matches, who are advising Lions. Thank you very much. Mr. CEO, Mr. Leonard Alonso, I take this opportunity to thank you very much, because you have changed the lives of many. You have made many people proud of football. Here in Western, we didn't know that football can change someone's status, can change someone's education. But now we have had most of our children are in schools. We have heard that they are benefiting more in sports. We have heard that others have already joined the big clubs. We have heard that others are already earning. Thank you very much for the initiative. I call upon the community to support Lion Sports Academy. I call upon the community to work hand in hand with Lions, with sports clubs, so that the lives of people of the disadvantaged can reach to somewhere where people can't believe. And as a chief guest today, I take this opportunity to thank people who are watching us live and call upon you to support the Lion Sports Academy through donations, through partnering with it, and support it financially. Because the task of bringing up children, especially from 4 years, is not all that easy. And Lion Sports Academy will not be left behind. I call everyone who don't know or who is not aware of the Lion Sports Academy contacts. Try it at 0702 82 8698 or 0789 607578. The main objective of this thing, because you people, you don't know that football can bring wealth to our lives, to our homes. Let's put our kids in Lion Sports Academy. Let's love sports. And tomorrow, when we hear the people like Hilary Mkundane, the people like Onyango, and you come to us, they are from Lion Sports Academy, we'll be proud of Lion Sports Academy. And people who are watching us, I want to tell you this, that at Lions, people receive not only those people you think they are talented. You bring all children, let's get them and do the wonders. And to the community, I ask you to come to Lions, inspect where you're taking your children. Ntungamo welcomes people. Ntungamo is a very good area. Ntungamo, they are good at learning. You come, learn from them, and they learn from you, and together everyone will achieve more. Finally, Lions, I was told that they have so many merchandise. We can sell umbrellas, caps, you have books, you have very many things. Continue to market them, come and support us. Let's do all this to help our children reach where we think where they will be. So I thank you very much for watching us live. I thank you very much for partnering with us. So we thank you very much for partnering with Lions. Pialawo, thank you very much for being here for us. Together, everyone will achieve more. Thank you very much.
It's the year 2018. The dream of empowering children in soccer talent development started then. The dream of the Lion Sports Academy, Ntungamo-based youth football project that nurtures and exposes young soccer talent.
My dream is to work very hard and change the family's life status that has gone from. I'm one of the young players who believe that soccer can change lives because it is the strongest weapon that unites the world.
To date, the project has united children from different backgrounds, helping them to access education through soccer talent-inspired bursaries, a move that has seen a number of them prosper in both soccer and academics. The Lion Sports Academy has seen domestic players promoted to Uganda Premier League clubs. The community prides in the Lion Sports Academy for their social corporate activities. With the waving colors of teamwork, love, and community spirit, the journey couldn't have been any easy without the strong support from our esteemed sponsors. We believe that you, them, and us can further facilitate the dream of the Lion Sports Academy.
To help me and see me soon. Together we can. At Lions we know. To help me and achieve my dream. Thank you. At Lions we roar.
Lions shall keep roaring. Lions roar.
To help me and see me soon. Together we can. At Lions we roar. To help me and achieve my dream. Thank you. At Lions we roar.
Lions.
is the year 2018. The dream of empowering children in soccer talent development started then. The dream of the Lion Sports Academy, Ntungamo-based youth football project that nurtures and exposes young soccer talent.
My dream is to work very hard and change the family's life status that I was born from. I'm one of the young players who believe that soccer can change lives because it is the strongest